day 1 of 75 soft. It is 3:55 a.m. Yes, my hair does look like this. I just woke up, but I don't even care. Getting my shoes on, getting rip situated, and we are going for our walk of the day. Smack dab in the wee hours of the morning. So let's go. Complete. Got my big 40-ounce Stanley filled. So the rule for me is 3 of these a day. So it's 120 ounces of water. So here we go. It's a lot of water. So to explain 75 soft, I first have to explain 75 hard. And if this is your first time here, hi, welcome. My name's Alexis. This is my puppy, Rip. He always likes to hang out in the back when I film. But 75 hard, that is a program designed by Andy Frisella, who is one of the founders and the CEO of First Form. First Form is a really large, supplement and nutrition company based here in my hometown of St. Louis. And they're huge. You can get their products all across the United States in grocery stores, shipping, online, things like that. And he came up with this program essentially as a way to build mental fortitude, to build discipline, and ultimately it obviously helps you lose weight. But the whole purpose of the program is to kick your butt into having some mental discipline and getting things done that you need to get done. So it is 75 days straight. You cannot mess up any of these tasks during the 75 days, or you have to start back at day 1. So it's a challenge, and there's 3 phases to it. I'm not going to go into all the details of that. He has multiple podcasts about it. He has a book about it. If you search YouTube, you can find all the information you want about it. So you can do your research into what 75 hard is in those aspects. But it encompasses a clean eating diet, no cheating whatsoever, no alcohol, again, for 75 days. You have to read 10 pages of a physical book a day. It has to be like self-help, personal development, that type of content, not your, bedside thriller novel. You have to drink a gallon of water a day. You have to take a progress picture every day. And then you have to do 2 45-minute workouts a day. They cannot be back to back. They have to be separated by at least a few hours. So you can't say, okay, I'm just going to work out for an hour and a half. You have to plan for it, and you have to, separate the time and everything. And one of those 45-minute workouts has to be outside. So obviously that adds an extra layer of complexity. And, the idea is to get you out of your comfort zone. You have to plan. You have to not have any excuses. I'm sure there's some days where you come home and you're really exhausted, and I don't know, the baby was up all night, and whatever the reason is, doesn't matter. You have to get these things done. And so I really look to 75 Hard as being a great program for people that need to get their shit together, and it's something that I have wanted to do for a long time, but I just don't think I'm there yet, which is why I'm doing 75 soft. So 75 soft, basically people, not Andy Frisella. Based on what I know about him, he would want nothing to do with 75 soft. The point of 75 hard is to not manipulate it. You cannot change the prompts to fit what works best for you. So 75 soft is just taking the outline of what 75 hard is, adding in a little bit of flexibility, and maybe making it your own in some ways. And so that is what I am doing. I would at some point like to do 75 hard, but I need to meet myself where I'm at right now, and the tasks that I have outlined for myself for 75 soft are going to be challenging for me. If you're somebody like me who's not working out consistently, maybe isn't eating the healthiest on a daily basis, this is already a step in the right direction, a big step, and it's going to be a big challenge for me. And so I think for me, it's very important to, like I said, meet myself where I'm at. So that's why I landed with 75 soft. And just hoping that this gives a kickstart into a lifestyle change. And then, maybe I can transition to 75 hard. I'll have to see how these 75 days go. So what am I doing as far as my rules? I want to do 3 of my Stanleys full of water a day. So that's 120 ounces. So that's pretty close to a gallon. A gallon's 128, if I'm not mistaken. So just want to keep it easy. I want to do 3 of my 40-ounce Stanleys a day of water. I am listening, not necessarily physically reading, but I'm allowed to listen to an audiobook. It still has to be self-help, personal development, etc. And instead of 10 pages, I'm doing 10% of that book. But I want something that still moves me in a direction, or I learn something from these books, not just my general reading, because I do that anyway. So something personal development focused that can move me in a healthier direction, or just help me learn something that I didn't know before. So 10%, and I can make it an audiobook. So that's where some of the flexibility is coming in. I still want to take the progress picture every day. The eating healthy and alcohol, I want to do, let's say 95% of the time. I wrote down 6 days a week, but I even want to do more than that. Really, the only time I ever want to or would be okay cheating on something like that is like, do I have a wedding? Do we have a family dinner? Is there something kind of big that's happening over these next 75 days that I would want to indulge and splurge? And the reality of it is that's very few and far between. And so I almost think even just saying 6 days a week is not strict enough, because for the most part, right, I should be eating very clean and not having alcohol the majority of the time, and just indulging on those special occasions. So that is my plan. What else am I missing? Workouts. I still want to do the 2 workouts. They can be back to back if I need them to be. That is okay. And I changed them to 30 minutes. One does not have to be outside. It can be outside. So essentially what I want to do is a walk, 30-minute walk, and then a 30-minute other workout. Some days that might be 2 walks, but realistically, the other workout I want to do is a lift. I have a set of dumbbells here. I have a weightlifting bench. I want to be building strength and muscle. I can do HIIT cardio, whatever the case may be, but I would like to keep that as more of a me workout. And then if I take 2 walks, especially with Rip, that's great. But one has to be a walk, and one can be anything else. So 2 30-minute workouts a day, but they don't necessarily have to be outside per se, other than I do want to be walking. Did I miss anything? So take the progress picture, 3 Stanleys of water a day, so that's 120 ounces. Clean eating, no alcohol, unless it's a special occasion that happens over the next few months. 2 workouts, 30 minutes each. And then the book. Am I missing anything else? 10%, I can listen to an audiobook. So that is what I am doing. So it's close to 75 hard, but obviously it has a lot more flexibility than 75 hard. And again, the point of 75 hard is not to change it. It is to get out of your comfort zone and accomplish these tasks. And I really hope that doing 75 soft, taking the guidance of 75 hard, and doing something to really kickstart, more of a weight loss journey, discipline, will help me get there. That is the plan to get there. And this is not going to be easy. I mean, eating clean for that many days, the workouts and stuff, that's going to be a big enough challenge. And so I am proud that I'm even sitting here talking to you guys about this. It's going to suck. It's going to be really hard, but I know it's also going to be amazing and really worth it, and really make me feel like I've accomplished something. At least that's that is my hope. And, there's so much on social media, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, that is just fake. You know, people don't come forward and give their most vulnerable self and say, hey, this really sucks, or I'm hurting, or I need to focus on this, or I need to work on that. And the creators that I feel the most connected to are the people that are able to sit down and say, this is what's going on. They're human, they're relatable. That's the type of content I really enjoy when I, watch social media, or, I'm scrolling through social media. And so I'm really hopeful that documenting this journey and, what my 75 Soft kind of program looks like, that it will help motivate one of you out there. And know that if you're feeling the same way I'm feeling about yourself and your body, and maybe lack of discipline, or anything that kind of falls into that personal development category, that you're not alone, that there are people on here that feel the same way and want to make a change and want to do better and are striving for that, but things are hard. And so I really hope to be that person for you, because I need those people. I need those people too, to watch and see them be vulnerable and think, I'm not alone. Other people are experiencing these same emotions and are going through these same struggles, and not everything that you see on social media is accurate. I think that is so valuable. And in the time that we live, it's just, I don't know, of the utmost importance, because social media is ever growing and evolving. But I'm going to take you guys along with this journey. Let's look at meals I'm eating. Let's talk about my struggles. Let's get her done. So this morning I weighed in, took my progress picture. You guys already saw me take a walk this morning. So we're doing good. And I will say it is 5:50 a.m. and I have done my audiobook, because I listened to that while I was walking, did my walk, started drinking water, did my progress picture. So I just already feel like I've done stuff today, and I feel excited and motivated for the rest of the day, instead of kind of sluggish. Like, I haven't even finished my coffee yet. I've got like half a cup of coffee yet, and I'm just like, I don't even want it. I'm just hyped on the day, I guess, from taking a morning walk. So really feeling good about that. But yeah, that's 75 soft and then 75 hard. If you want to look into that more, like I said, there are plenty of resources out there to kind of get some more information, but let's go. So for breakfast, these are the Premier Protein pancakes. They're frozen. You can just pop them in the microwave. Really good. Turkey sausage, and then I want to do some fruit, so raspberries. And then here, my friends, we have kefir. It's an acquired taste, I will say that, but trying to get my gut health right. It's got a lot of probiotics in it, so I just poured me a little glass of it. And it also has a lot of protein. And obviously this is a very high protein breakfast between the kefir, the protein pancakes, the turkey sausage, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm a bad snacker. And so it's almost 6 o'clock now. If I don't eat lunch till noon, this will definitely hold me over. I'm really wanting to stick to 3 meals a day and not snack as much as possible. So this will definitely keep me full for long, but yeah, I'm gonna go sit down and enjoy this breakfast. Got my big 40-ounce Stanley filled. So the rule for me is 3 of these a day. So it's 120 ounces of water. So here we go. It's a lot of water. Home from work, about to do a lift. So this is the pre-workout that I'm using. I don't necessarily think you need pre-workout per se, but I have it, so might as well use it. This is from First Form. This is the Megawatt Sweet Peach one, and I just mixed it with some ice water. The end of day 1, and I'm looking at the most incredible, like, cotton candy sunset. Let me show you. and just hearing the birds. I mean, the camera doesn't do sunsets justice. You guys know this. But just like such a good omen and sign from the end of today. So now, of course, dogs are barking and sirens are going. There's traffic noises, but it was a great day. It really was. It was hard. And, you know, there were a couple times today that I really wanted to eat. But I'm proud of myself, and I made good choices, and I feel really happy with how today went. And, you know, the first day probably is the easiest, right? Because you're the most motivated, you're excited, you're feeling good, and it's only gonna get harder from here. So I'm glad I had a really great first day and was able to accomplish everything on my list. I just finished the last of my water, and I'm so ready. I'm so ready, and I know I can do this. And so thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Not sure how often I'll be documenting this journey, but I would like to do it semi-consistently throughout. So we will see how it goes, but see you guys in my next one. Bye.